Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, welcome to our online class A Kaleva. Today we are going to see subject is science, class 6, topic is components of food. Today we are going to see the components of food topic. Okay. See, components of food. What are the, first of all, why do we need food? We know that we need the food. Why do we need food? The food is important for us. Why it is important? See, food contain many substances. No, food contain the many substances. These substances are very important for us. Why do these substances are very important means these substance gives us healthy growth and functioning of the work. Okay. We are growing and then we are doing many works. No, this works we need energy. This energy we get from the food. That's why we need food. Okay. What are the components are present there means the food components are called the nutrients. The nutrients. Okay. Nutrients means what is that? It gives the energy to our body. No, that is the nutrients. And then this nutrients keep the body healthy. This nutrition only keep our body healthy. So why do we need food? Food gives us growth and keep it the function. It gives the energy to do our work. So food is very important for us. Okay. See, components of food. What are the components is present in the food? What are the substance? What is the nutritions we saw there? Nutritions means the substance present in the food that gives energy to our body. This energy help us to do our work. Okay, the substance is called the nutrition. Based on this nutritions, our food components we can say 5 types. The basic 5 types is there. What are they? First one is the, I told the 5 main bases. What are the first one is means carbohydrate. Carbohydrate only help us, this carbohydrate food is called the energy giving food. What is energy means? If you are not having food means how do we feel? We feel very tired and weakness. No, because we need some energy to do our work. So carbohydrate only give the energy. It has the sugar and glucose. Glucose is the instant energy to our body. Okay. So carbohydrate is called the energy giving food. After that we have to say the fat. Fat also one of the energy giving food. If the fat is there in your body means we cannot do as a fit, as well as the warm condition also given by the fat. Fat also one of the energy giving food. After that protein. Protein it gives the energy to the it helps the build of the muscles and bones. Okay, that's why the protein is called the body building food. What is body building food means? We are growing, you know that no, we are compared than our small age, now we are grown up. No, the height wise, the size wise also we increased. How it is possible means because of the protein. Protein helps to warn out the tissues and then they uses to bring in new cells. That's why the protein is called the body building food. After that, apart from this, we need a small quantity of the things. What are they means? One is the vitamins, another one is the minerals. Clear? See, first these 3 things are there. No, what is that? Carbohydrate, fat, protein. These 3 things are the major things. Okay. Why the main nutrients it is called means carbohydrate and fat gives the energy to our body and then protein helps to growth of the muscles and bones. So this is the very important nutrition to our body. Apart from this we have that vitamins and minerals. They are also very important but they need very small quantity amount. Okay. So this is also very important nutrition. So this is the 5 main nutrients to need our body. What are the 5 nutrients? Carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin and minerals. Okay. Apart from this with nutrients we need some extra nutrition. What are they? One is the dietary fiber, another one is the water. Dietary fiber means the fiber content present in our food, no, that is dietary fiber. And then next one is the water. If we are grinding any things in the any materials are grinding means without the water it is not converted into the fine particles, no, as well as the digestion takes place with the help of the water. Okay, these are the components of our food. See, first component food is the carbohydrate. We have to see about the carbohydrate. See here, carbohydrate already I told it is the energy giving food. No, see, they provide us energy. They provide us energy needed to the body. We need the energy I told. If you are, see, if the vehicle is there means if you are putting any fuels or then on the vehicle only, the vehicle can move. Is it or not? If the bike or any other vehicle is there, we have to put the petrol or diesel like that, no, then only it cannot move anywhere, because the vehicle need energy to move. So, this energy comes from the petrol or the like that pure fuel. Okay, as well as our body also need energy. This energy comes from the food. As the main energy giving food is the carbohydrate, because it has the two components. One is the sugar and then another one is the starch. Okay. So, this two sugar, how the sugar help our body means we are adding the food, no. This food digestion. After the digestion, the nutrition, the carbohydrate nutritions absorbed by the blood vessels of the intestine walls. No, after they absorb, what will happen? This energy is used by our body. How much amount, how much calories we need to do that work, that much calories alone used for that. Apart from this, the remaining balance is there, no. The remaining portion of the sugar is converted like a glucose and stored in the adipose tissue. It is present under the skin of our body. Okay, under the skin we have the adipose tissue. In this tissue, this glucose are stored for the future events. Okay, if we are not having the food, if in the fasting time, this glucose again converted into that glucagon and then added into the blood circulation. This blood circulation gives the energy to our body. So, this is the way carbohydrates are giving the energy to our instant energy to our body. Okay. See, this carbohydrate we can say the two main components. Okay, I already told, no, one is the sugar, another one is the starch. See, this sugar is mostly presented in the animals and human beings. The starch is mostly we can see in the plant materials. Okay. So, the sugar is the storage food of the animals and the human beings. The starch is the storage food of the plant pots. See, the sugar, where we get the sugar means we can get the sugar in table sugar. We are saying, no, the white sugar, brown sugars, you know, the sugar having the sugar content. And then fruits, honey, like this. Fruits, we know that now fruits also, many fruits is the sweet and taste, no, the glucose is present there. After that we can say the honey also one of the example for the carbohydrate. Then apart from this, milk, we know that no, milk contains a type of sugar. This sugar is called the lactose. The sugar also in the many types is there. One of the type is the lactose. This lactose is present in the milk. So, this is the example for the sugar content. Next one is the starch. Already I told starch is the storage material of the plants. So, green plants are stored. We know very well plants can make the photosynthesis process. During this photosynthesis, they are preparing the food material called the starch. This actually they are preparing glucose, but this glucose converted into starch then only stored in the body parts of the plants. Okay, like a stem, root, like that. See, this green plants make their food in the form of sugar. After that, this sugar, converted and stored in the starch in the part of plants. Clear? first, as well as the human being, they also during this photosynthesis they are also preparing the what is the glucose only. After that, after the using the remaining portion of the glucose is there, no, actually this glucose converted into starch, then only they are stored into their body parts. Okay. So, then what are the sources of the sugar starch means we can say rice, wheat, corn, potatoes and bread. We can see here, no, the picture is there, no, the potato, bread, rice, wheat, banana, like this materials having the rich carbohydrate as a starch. Then when we eat the starch, our body break down the starch into glucose, which can be easily utilized. See, if the herbivorous animals eating the plant, plant means the leaf, grass, like that, they are eating directly because they having the digestive juice to like digestion of the starch material. Okay, but human beings, us, we cannot digest the starch directly. That's why if we are eating this like potatoes, bread, like that, means this starches converted into first of all glucose, then only it is added in, utilized into our blood circles. Okay. So, this is the reason if you are eating the bread or rice means after the few minutes only we can observe the sweetness of the food. Why means the if we added our mouth having the we know that the saliva is present in our mouth, no, the salivary glands is there in our mouth. So, this salivary glands are secreting the salivas. If the salivas added into the starch content like rice and bread, first of all we are eating, we cannot observe the sweetness. If the saliva added means then only we can observe the sweetness. Why? This is what the reason means, the rice and bread having the starch content. Okay, starches cannot utilize the human beings directly. So, if they added the saliva, the starch is converted into glucose. So, it can easily utilized by our body. Okay. Next one is the fat. Next one is fat content. See, fat keep our body warm. I told fat and carbohydrate both are energy giving food. Okay. Apart from this, fat gives the warm condition to our body and also provide energy. So, fat help us in two ways. One is it gives the warm to our body. If a thin person cannot accept the too much of cold, but the fat person can accept the cold compared than them, no. This is reason fat person having the fat layer under their skin. So, this fat layer giving the warmth to the persons. This is the reason fat is giving the warmth, as well as it gives the energy compared than the carbohydrate. Actually, fat only gives the extra energy. Okay, it gives the more energy than carbohydrate. First of all, we told carbohydrate give the more energy, but actually what is the reason means fat only give the more energy compared than carbohydrate. But if the carbohydrate we are eating too much, means it is added into the glucose under the skin, but we are eating the too much of fat, it gives the lot of the disease. That's why we are avoiding the fat to eat. Okay. Then next one, a limited amount of a fat is important in the diet for the functioning of the body. What I told, a limited amount of food, limited amount of the fat is good for our health. Okay. Then eating too much of fat is harmful. What they told, limited amount of fat is means it is important to our body, but the too much of fat is harmful to our body. Too much of fat is harmful to our body. Okay. Then excess amount of fat consumed or stored in the cells called the fat cells in the body. I told our blood cells absorbing the all the nutrients, no, as well as the fat also absorbed by the blood cells and like that. Okay. Suppose the cells, the fat is absorbed by the cells, means that cell is called the fat cell. Clear? The cell is called the fat cell. All the cells is absorbed, all the nutrients are absorbed by the cells, things as no blood cells. No, this nutrients are, suppose the fat is consumed or the stored in the cells. The fat is consumed as like a other carbohydrate protein, but this stored, if it is stored under the skin, means what will happen? The cells are called the fat cells. Okay, what will happen in the fat cells means, see, over period of time, this leads, it causes the obesity problem. Okay, fat is consumed as a like the other nutrition. This consumed fat cells are called the fat cells. No, if continuously the long period of time the consumption of the fat, what will happen means, it give the obesity problem to the human beings and the other things. Next one, excessive and harmful fat deposition in the body. This may also cause heart disease also. If first too much of fat we are consuming continuously means it's a long period time, it gives the obesity problem. It is continuously happen, this thing means what will happen? It gives the harmful fat deposition. The cells, the blood cells carrying the oxygen, we know very well, no. While they are circulating, the blood vessels will be blocked with the fat things. But we know that we have the good fat and bad fat in our body. Okay, this fat, suppose their deposition in the blood cells, the blood vessels means it is give the harmful effect. What this means? The heart disease, because it stopped the blood circulation. The blood circulation will be stuck there, so that person attacked with the heart disease. Clear? See, then the two types of the fats. What are they? One is the solid at room temperature, another one is the liquid at room temperature. Okay, fats are divided into two. What are based on then position? What are the position means? Whether it is the liquid form or in the solid form. See, those which are mostly solid at room temperature. At a room temperature, like that fats are the solid form of the fats. For example, we can say the butter, cheese and like that. No, these are all example for the solid fat at the room temperature. Next one is the liquid fats. What are liquid fats? These fats will be looking like a liquid at the room temperature. For example, we can say the vegetable oils. Vegetable oils, we know that no, groundnut oil, coconut oil, like these oils are called the vegetable oil. Mostly this like fats are looking in a liquid as a room temperature, but this like butter, cheese, these are all looking like a solid form at the room temperature. Okay, based on this they divided into two. Then junk foods. After that we know that the junk foods. We know that junk food is the harmful to our body. We know that no. See, why do we know we should not have the junk food? Too much of junk food give the harmful condition, we know very well. Why? What is the reason means? It has the poor nutrition. Junk foods has the poor nutrition, but their nutrition content is poor, but they have the high amount of the fat as well as the sugar. Sugar and what is that? Carbohydrate and fat, both are giving the energy giving food, no. But they are giving the junk food having the too much of sugar as well as fat. They are giving the too much of energy to our body. At the same time, it has a poor nutrition content. It has the poor nutrition content. Okay, this is the reason we should avoid the junk foods to eat the too much. Okay. Okay, what is the example for the junk food? We know very well many junk food we are eating nowadays. No, what are they? Sweets. We are eating too much of sweets, and then chips. Chips means they are deep fried things as no in the oil, vegetable oil. So it is the lot of the fat content. And then burger, candies, cool drinks like this. These content, all the things are the example for the fat content junk food. Okay, this junk food give the lot of energy, but it has less amount of the nutrition. See, next one is the protein. Next one is the protein. See, our muscles, organs and even blood is made up of protein. Our body and blood, muscles, everything made up of protein. Okay. How we can say means, our body needs protein for muscle building and repairing worn out tissues. See how the plants shedding their leaves during the autumn season, after that again they are growing the new leaves after that the spring season. No, as well as each and every cells in our body have the particular lifespan. Apart from the lifespan, after that they will die and then they will damage. Okay, then we need the new cells for doing that particular work. No, this new cells, okay, the repairing the cells and the new cells grown, this both things is happen with the help of the protein content, with the help of the protein. That's why the protein needs muscle building. They only help us to build our muscles. Okay, the muscle building and then repairing of worn out tissues, both are happening with the help of proteins. Then if we do not eat the required amount of proteins, the body will not be able to repair damaged cells as well as build new ones. Okay, clear? If it is we do not eat, means the lagging of protein in our diet means what will happen means our body will not able to repair damage. If the repaired cells cannot again it cannot make, okay, afterward build new ones, new cells also cannot build. So we need eat the too much of fat. Then rich sources of a protein. See, protein we can get in two sources. One is the plant source, another one is the animal source. What are the plant source means? We know that pulses, beans and then grams, nuts, these are all example for the plant proteins. These are all the plant source of the proteins. Okay, what are that? Nuts, cereals, pulses, these are all the example for the plant source. As well as we can get the protein from the animal source also. What is that? Fish, egg and then chicken, mutton, like this, no, meat or the animal sources also give the lot of the protein for us. Okay. Thank you children. To receive our online lesson, please press the subscribe button and we'll receive our latest updates. Thank you.